In today's video, we are presenting England.Athelhampton House. Historic houses are a common sight in English county of Dorset. One in particular, situated near the picturesque square town of Dorchester, is among the best preserved medieval houses in all of England and reportedly the most haunted. House is perfect example of an English manor house built in the early Tudor architectural style. Its construction was begun by Sir William Martin in 1485. Pieces of the original medieval furniture can still be seen in the interior today. Elizabethan carved panels, ornate ceilings, and impressive artwork decorate the rooms as in Tudor times. In 1891, Alfred de la Fontaine purchased and restored the manor house. However, he is most remembered for creating the beautiful gardens around the house, influenced by the arts and crafts movement of the time. Throughout the years, the house has had many hands, and in 1957, the manor house was purchased by Robert Victor Cooke, and today it is in ownership of his grandson. Athelhampton House was said to be haunted as far back as the 1850s, and is considered among the most haunted houses in England. People have reported seeing a ghost of a woman nicknamed the Grey Lady, a dark silhouette of what is believed to be the ghost of a monk, and the most famous ghost, a pet ape. There are dozens of reported sightings of each of these ghosts, as well as many other strange phenomena. One report that stands out at this location is the pair of duelists in the Great Chamber. One day, a woman was trying to relax and read a book in the Great Hall when two unknown men burst into the chamber in the middle of a sword fight. The woman continually pulled on the bell rope for the servants, but nobody arrived. She turned to her side and carried on reading while the fight continued, until one of the men were cut on the arm and left the room. Later that day, the woman reported the incident to the owner, and he replied, puzzled at the whole thing. He stated, "I can't understand who the men were you had seen, as all the guests of a hotel were here at tea, so you wouldn't have seen them." Still, to this day, the two men have never been identified, although the house is believed to have had connections to the Royalists during the Civil War. The wine cellar adjoins the Great Hall and is said to experience tapping from a ghost known as Cooper. There is not much known about this particular entity or why Cooper is hunting this particular location. Various owners, staff, and guests of Athelhampton House have all seen what can only be described as a Grey Lady. The current owner of Athelhampton, Mr. Robert Cooke, has reported seeing her in the early hours passing throughout the walls in the bedrooms. A figure in a dark hooded cloak is often seen walking down the drive and throughout the Great Hall. It is likely that the Martin family would have worshipped in private. There is no interaction from this ghost, and he is usually just caught out of the corner of the eye. Could this be the Catholic priest? In the 20s built north wing, there was a significant activity in the late 1990s. Doors would slam, doors would lock, lights would switch themselves off, drawers would drop out of chests, beds would be stripped of their covers while occupied, and a door would only unlock when the spirit was asked nicely. Children would often have a bad feeling in these rooms. Professional assistance was used to allow this mischievous spirit to move on, and there has not been repetition since. The other ghosts. The duelists, hello, the cooper, the bride, the soldier. The duelists, swordsmen have reportedly been seen in the Great Hall on a few occasions, hello. A recent newcomer to Athelhampton, a lady who says hello, perhaps with the sale of Athelhampton's furniture, some upset has been caused. 3 staff members since July this year long working have been spoken to be this woman's voice, the bride. Seen by 2 visitors in 2018, the bride was described as dressed in an out-of-fashion dress. One visitor asked the reception staff if there was a wedding, and the other commented on seeing the bride and that they did not go further as they assumed she would be disturbing a photo shoot in the garden. On that day there was no wedding, no photo shoot, and certainly no bride. So thank you for watching this video and see you in the next one.